Kelly Houston, and right next to her was Joe Houston. And she says it wasn't long after that deposition meeting started where Rasmussen says the first couple of shots rang out.
And I remember the utter silence of it other than the gunshots.
Lisa Rasmussen says she knew this custody deposition was going to be tense. Rasmussen, Joe Houston, and his wife went up to the 5th floor conference room together.
It was a very normal meeting.
After figuring out where everyone was going to sit, they started.
And Joe said, is there any hope before we start that we can resolve any of the issues? And Dennis didn't respond.
They were just 3 questions in when Rasmussen heard a loud noise.
I recall him standing up and then pointing then what I realized was a gun across the table. And at that moment, I became clear on what was happening.
Rasmussen says with her back to the door, she quickly grabbed Kelly and ran out.
I don't know where the court reporter went. I tried to get in the double doors, they were locked. I remember pounding on them, saying, somebody help us, please call 911. I heard 4 or 5 more shots.
Those shots, as we now know, killed Dennis and Ashley. Joe later turning the gun on himself. Do you think Joe walked in there determined to kill, and he had in mind who he wanted to kill?
Well, I think that's the question we'll never know the answer to. I don't think so, but I say that for a couple of reasons. One is he sent an email to Dennis the week before asking that Ashley not be there. The hostilities that played out even just that morning may have been a trigger, I don't know.
The deadly shooting didn't mean the custody battle was over. On Wednesday, Dylan Houston and Ashley's family faced off in court.
Text, the only time I want to see it is in your text.
Rasmussen also present.
I wish in my heart of hearts that these families can heal and that they can work together for the sake of the kids.
And yesterday in court, Dylan Houston was granted visitation of his children. There are conditions. Houston must surrender his firearms, and he must pass a breathalyzer test every 3 hours during those visits. The visits will also be supervised by his sister.